What's up, boys? Quick shout out to our latest subs, Vic Demand, Alex Valdos, and Night Walker. Appreciate you growing with the boys. We're almost to 200 subs, so if you're new here, grill that subscribe button real quick if you're interested in locks and laughs. This fight's nasty. It's Santiago Ponzinibbio taking on Jingliang, aka the Leech. Ponzinibbio went 2-2 to start his career in the UFC, but since 2015, he's unbeaten and on a nice 7-fight win streak, taking out dudes like Mike Perry, Gunnar Nelson, and Neil Magny along the way. But it's been a little while. We haven't seen him fight since 2018. He's dealt with various injuries and health issues, and he's taken on China's The Leech, who is always active, always game. I mean, you got to love The Leech. Leech is on a 3-fight win streak before running into Neil Magny as well, who is probably peaking right now. I'm very curious to see him versus Kiesa coming up. So The Leech is often an underdog in his fights, and well, you know it, he's a dog again in this one, but I remember that bout against Alicio dos Santos pretty recently where he was a decent underdog and ended up getting a late stoppage in China. So he's a dog again, a decent one, plus 235, and taking on Ponzinibbio, who's minus 275. How do you see this one going, and do you potentially see this as a juicy meat value stake for the Leech, given his success as an underdog before, coupled with the fact that he has more recent cage time than Ponzinibbio, or you going with Santiago?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I think this is a pretty nice little juicy value on the side. It seems the community is really sleeping on Leech. I mean, he is an absolute killer. He's coming off a loss versus Neil Magny, which he is no joke. Also, one of the only man calling out Hamzut, which no one wants the wolf, so props to him trying to catch that smoke. But the
Sure.
Leech, I think this is a pretty good one, and I'm going to have to take the Leech purely because Ponzinibbio, he hasn't fought since I think it was 2018. He did beat
Hmm.
Neil Magny, but Neil Magny has evolved as a fighter. Like he has
Sure.
reached those next levels comparing to 2018 Magny, and that's why I'm gonna go with the Leech because I think he's gonna catch his bearings, really be training hard, and I think he's gonna get it done versus the Argentinian.
Very interesting. Yeah, if you look at Lee the Leech's record, he's gotten a lot of impressive wins, and his losses only come to extremely tough fighters. And you'll notice he's never been stopped by strikes before. And Ponzinibbio comes out there and cracks. I mean, he stopped Court McGee, he flatlined Gunnar Nelson, even knocked out Neil Magny, as we mentioned. So he's packing a unique punch that I'm very curious to see how the Leech deals with. How do you think the Leech is going to get this one done? Do you think he might even stop Ponzinibbio in this one, or do you lean a Leech decision?
No, if anyone gets it done, I think it's going to be KO. I think Leach is going
Wow.
to get it done. And if Leach is on the other side, then he's getting knocked out. One of these guys are getting knocked out. I think this is going to be a knockout of the night and possibly potentially a fight of the night. Very excited for this one, but I'm taking the
I
Leach.
I agree with you in that this could be fight of the night. However, I'm going to go with Ponzinibbio. I mean, he was just looking way too talented during that fat win streak. And I know it's been a little while. We haven't seen him in the cage, so I'm hopeful that there isn't too much rust and that the cardio prevails against a guy with a lot of pressure like Lee the Leech. But I have a feeling that Ponzinibbio is going to come in this one motivated as ever because this dude wants a title shot. I mean, he was demanding it even in 2018. So if he can pick up an impressive victory over the Leech, maybe cut an early promo, I think he can get himself back in that title conversation. He was very close prior to these recent health setbacks of him. So this one's going to be pretty interesting. Any last thoughts on this one, me boy?
Yeah, starting off the new year with absolute meat bangers. 2020 is going to be amazing, hopefully, guys. We really appreciate you all subscribing, commenting. We love you all. But yeah, tune in for the next video.